We love each other, and we love this city, and we love this club. It's everything.
I just make sure that my voice is good to go because I probably only got a half to use it.
We used to tell people in the supporter section, go hard or don't be here, right?
Lots of chanting, lots of loudness.
It's electric. It's loud. It's exciting.
195 days they waited. This was a glorious victory at home.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Paradise indeed. It is a picture-perfect setting for a round of 32 matchup. The Hudson Valley Hammers traveling north to take on division winners of the Northeast Vermont Green FC. Brian McLaughlin and Matt Montel with you on a picture-perfect Friday evening This is the second game of 2 today at Virtue Field, with the Vermont Green rivals, Western Massachusetts, taking on the Metro Division winners FC Motown earlier. It was FC Motown who came out on top 2-1, so the winner of Vermont Green and Hudson Valley will match up with the Metro Division champs on Sunday. Matt, how perfect is this? Vermont coming off their first division title. They are hosting this opening round pod. It is an outstanding setting, a packed house, and a perfect evening for some soccer.
Yeah, just once again, just absolutely blown away by the weather. And to go back to what you were saying, off of that miraculous win that we'll touch on again, but I would love to know, and I know that you spoke with Chris, and maybe you touched on basically this entire season to this point, and I'm almost certain that they take it one game at a time, but I have to believe that they had this dream of getting to this point and hosting this round of the playoffs for it, and just what an achievement for the club.
Stay tuned for that answer from Chris Taylor. We do dive into that and more in our pre-match interview. But, Matt, it was Vermont Green FC a week ago today, trailing 2-0. Zachary Zange makes it 2-1 in the 95th minute. And it felt like a win, but it was actually just a draw that got the Green a division championship when Owen O'Malley in the 98th scores a brilliant right-footed shot. Just your reaction to that, and as you get a look at Chris Taylor now, as this team is now a week later responded with their first ever Northeast Division crown, what does that mean to you and the community and your reaction from an unbelievable setting down in Western Massachusetts?
Well, I remember watching the game, and then right as O'Malley, so first it was Zenge's goal, and my dad had texted me, all exclamation points. He's like, Zenge! And I was like, all right, let's clawing one back. We're really tight here. It's like there might be enough for one more, but it's going to have to take something special. And sure enough, it was a really, really special goal. It was an absolute hammer, all puns intended. And I remember my phone just absolutely blew up. It was just red hot for a solid 20 minutes, just everyone freaking out. And that kind of just told me, it's like maybe some people had other things going on that night they couldn't really catch it for. No, people were tuned in, and you could just tell that the whole community was just absolutely up in arms.
That draw got Vermont to 36 points, their first ever division title, 11-0-3 under first-year head coach Chris Taylor. Let's talk for a moment about Hudson Valley. The Hammers come in finishing third in the Metro, 24 points at 8-2-3 in 12 league matches, plus a win in the Eastern Conference play-in round. They beat the Ocean City Nor'easters on the road at Ocean City on Tuesday, 3-1 the final. And Matt, this is the first ever meeting between Vermont Green and Hudson Valley, but there's a unique thread that ties these two teams together. They both joined USL2 in 2022. In 2022, it was a matchup between them in the points per match metric. Vermont Green won that. They advanced to the playoffs. Same story a year ago. Points per match, Vermont Green had the edge over Hudson Valley, both teams finishing third in their divisions, but Vermont Green had the edge, went to the playoffs, made the round of 16. They've never met before, but there is an interesting little kind of back and forth between these two teams. All that being said, I think Vermont Green playing at home today where they're 6-0-1 this season, probably slight favorites over a third-place Hudson Valley team. How do you think that will go as the matchup takes place?
Well, yeah, for certain that it definitely has an edge, and I believe the crowd plays such a huge part in a lot of these performances, because you'll see some games that we've watched over this season where it's almost 0-0 pretty much for like the first half. There's a lot of kind of like possession and patience that you can see on the field, not necessarily like absolutely going full tilt, it's more measured, but then you see, you can hear the crowd just spurring them on and, get them going, and all of a sudden the intensity rises up a little bit more, and that's when you see Vermont turn it on. And I think that is going to play an edge in this. But as you have, enlightened me about Hudson Valley, is that they're kind of a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. They've had some really big results in their division, but they've also kind of like given up results that they, theoretically should have actually, retained the 3 points or at least a point out of it.
They picked up a big draw against FC Motown to start the season. Still the only result anybody has gotten against FC Motown. And then they also beat second place in the division, Long Island Rough Riders. So it's a quality side in Hudson Valley. We're going to meet the starting lineups in a moment. But for now, let's send it down to our pre-match interview with Vermont Green FC manager Chris Taylor. Here with Vermont Green FC head coach Chris Taylor ahead of the round of 32 playoff matchup with Hudson Valley. Coach, how are you today?
Yeah, good, excited.
Have you recovered from last Friday's events yet? The Miracle of Lusitano, you guys come back from down too late. You've got a week to think on it now. Have you been able to settle yourself from that one?
Yeah, I mean, we took a couple of days off after actually because I think we weren't going to get anything done after that. So it was big, obviously, for so many different reasons, winning the division title, not having to play a playing game, all of it. Like it was such a special night, but we got to move on.
You're back at your home venue hosting the round of 32. Any nerves as we sit here and talk less than an hour before kickoff?
No, not nerves, just a lot of excitement. Like we love being at home. Obviously, it's been an amazing experience this year and it keeps getting better. Hopefully this is the best night we have. But no, we wanted to be at home. It was a goal of ours and I'm really glad that the players achieved it.
Take me into the preparation process then this week. A team you haven't seen yet this year. How do you scout Hudson Valley and how do you try to get ready?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of video throughout the league, and one of the nice things that I work at a New York college is I know a lot of these guys through their high school careers and their club careers, so I'm actually quite familiar with a lot of their team. So yeah, we watched a lot of them, we showed the players some video, hopefully we're prepared, but ultimately, it's about the players on the night, so we're looking for them to perform.
Playoff soccer, any different style than what you guys would normally play in the regular season?
No, actually, I think we got away from our style against Western Mass, and that was my fault. So, we want to get back to what we do, which is dominate the ball, control the game, and be an aggressive attacking team. So we're hopeful that we'll get back to our style tonight.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
You could say it's just a game. You could say it's just a drink. After all, when people come together to be stewards of the earth, what could be more just?
Vermont Green FC and the Hudson Valley Hammers getting set for kickoff. The first ever meeting comes in the round of 32. Vermont Green has made the round of 16 twice in their history. Hudson Valley qualified for that second step in the USL2 playoffs back in 2023. They did not make the playoffs a year ago, while the Green fell to their division rivals Seacoast after winning in round one. It is a packed house on hand, and let's meet Matt in the starting lineup first for Hudson Valley. Their head coach, Colin Hodge, actually from Vermont, from Ludlow, Vermont, coaches for South Kent School, looking like a 4-1-4-1, but I would maybe anticipate those two higher midfielders in the middle, DePonzio and Evans, dropping a bit deeper. Nicholas Zalanka's the veteran striker, 8 goals to lead their team. He gets the start up top. What do you see formation-wise from them?
Yeah, I think it'll look probably like a 4-5-1 in outside of possession, out of possession. And I think you're dead spot on is basically those two center mids in front of looks like Wyatt.
Yep.
Wyatt. They're going to drop in a little bit more, and we'll start to see maybe, if that's a true number 10, I'm seeing the number, he's going to be a little bit more of the creative playmaker. The number 13 will be a little bit more of the hammer.
You're going to use that one or two
I can't help
times.
it, man. I'm sorry. It's like a dad joke.
Kieran Dalton is the starter between the sticks. He is a Rutgers Scarlet Knight. They're back four. Alejo Caceres has started all 13 matches along with Joseph DePreta, so two very veteran outside backs who have played every match this summer. Trustin Lehman-Karp is a Division III player, but he's big, 6'4". Claremont Mudd Scripps, a school out in California, played at his high school at IMG Academy. He gets the start next to the captain, Sebastian Rojek. Rojek is a former Stony Brook player, graduated in 2022, another veteran in the center of the park for Hudson Valley. And now, Matt, let's take a look at the Vermont Green 11 today for Chris Taylor. It's a really strong side with a lot of familiar names. There is rotation throughout the roster this time of year, but pretty close to about as strong of an 11 as you could ask for today.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in the center of the field between Parrish and Bordelus. Those two together, I think, are so complementary with both of their different traits. Bordelus has just got that very cultured right foot that he can just make it fall off the dinner table. He can ping, a 60-yard ball and it falls right in front of the player's feet that's running onto it. And Parrish, I think, does a lot of that kind of almost thankless work. Like, he's very, he's good on the ball, but I think he just does a lot of that, like, retaining possession when they're out of possession. He really, like, hunts it down very well. And then I kind of noticed Hall getting pushed further up and Rui going to the right back position. And one thing I remember Hall during the Albany match is it kind of started not like cold, but it wasn't really in the game for like the first 20 minutes for it. And then something changed. It might have been, maybe a little bit more instruction, or he kind of just grew into it naturally. And then he all of a sudden started to boss that right side a lot. And I think it'll be really interesting to see him using that attacking prowess now, starting further up in the field. Doesn't have to burn as much energy to try to get into that final third.
The national champion, Nicholas Herseg, making his third consecutive start in net. Gabe Fernandez, his seventh straight start at left back. Marshall and Ndie, the center backs. Arnaud Tatavine will lead the line. David Ajagby down the left. Alex Hall up the right. And the fans on their feet, orchestrated, perhaps most of all, by Zachary Zenge, Matt. It is worth a note specifically on one of the two green captains. Zenge up to 8 goals on the year, 4 goals in his last 2 matches. He has now scored 16 in his career, has played in now all 15 games this summer for Vermont Green. Truly a club legend at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely cemented. Go ahead and put up the statue at this point. It's not also just like the goal record. It's the timing of the goals. It seems that he has a knack for getting them when we just really need to like break the seal. And the most like iconic one right now is the most recent of memory is Western Mass in the 95th minute, keeping us alive. But there was the back heel versus Albany for it when it was kind of dead for a little bit, and he opened it up, and then the floodgates just started to open. But he's been doing that consistently throughout the season. He just comes in with important goals. He's not necessarily the one that gets like the 4th goal in like a 4-1 win or something to that kind of extent. I can't wax any more lyrical about him.
For the first time ever, Vermont Green playing a round of 32 match in front of their home fans. Arnaud Tatavine, the Frenchman, will get the ball rolling. The Green, one of 3 unbeaten teams remaining in USL2. Their quest for, in their minds, a national championship about to begin against the Hudson Valley Hammers, who are upset-minded, having already won a road match in their quest to the round of 32 in that opening round of the Eastern Conference. The ball is rolling back to Labordelus. Let's play some soccer. Tatavine applying the early pressure. That was Layman Karp, the clearance.
Ooh, that's a big fall.
Musa Ndie down early. The club captain is still down on the carpet, and they're going to stop it less than 30 seconds in. Ndie, the challenge there against Nicholas Zelanka.
I mean, he came down from 6 feet up just flat on his back for it. That's a nasty way to start the match. First 50-50 in the air. But, of course, he's trotting off and he's fine. Because it's Ndie.
He is a vital piece to this Green team. Has only missed 1 match this summer. His 46th career appearance for the Green. The dropped ball put down the right wing, where it's the youngster Francis Bonsu. Both Bonsu and Akanbo, the wingers, are high schoolers committed to play collegiately. Akambo committed to Amherst. Bonsu is a UCLA Bruin commitment. And Zelanka is the 23-year-old graduate of UMass. He wears number 12. Again, his 8 goals, the leader amongst the powder blue uniforms of Hudson Valley. And Rui Ioka getting his 2nd consecutive start at right back. Trying to connect with the Jagby. It runs away from him. And Rojek into the crowd. Of course, an outstanding crowd. Many of you might be seeing the seats down on the pitch today. That is just due to some overload. Trying to make sure everybody's a bit more comfortable is what I've been told, that the Virtue Bleachers trying to just give people a little extra wiggle room. They've added some pitch side seats tonight.
I'm just anticipating. I was like, I wonder if you have to sign a disclaimer, but like there might be a 50-50 clearance that's going to get absolutely smoked at you on these seats. So just be aware.
That's part of the experience.
But that's the thrill, you know?
Exactly. Hudson Valley, that 3-1 win over Ocean City on Tuesday. Vermont Green a full week off since their draw against Western Mass. The throw-in's Elanka's direction. Marshall tries to keep it moving. Now Evans is going after it for Hudson Valley. Evans has a go, and he drags it wide. That's Kyle Evans. Headed into his junior year at Marist. He was third team in the Metro Atlantic Athletic last year.
It's not a bad first attempt. I honestly thought it got deflected a little bit. I thought he actually had that on target, but
Evans has scored a couple of goals, including one of the 3 for the Hammers on Tuesday. His older brother Liam is a center back available off the bench. The Evans brothers.
Ooh, nice little juke.
Laborde-Luce does give it away, though. And now Kyle Evans back on the ball. Tahtavine doing defensive work. And Evans tried to work it down the right side, but Bonsu wasn't making the run. Goal kick for Herseg.
I thought he had the option to shoot from distance. I mean, at this point in the game, it's 3 minutes in. It's like, go ahead, have a crack. You had one just earlier.
And caught it nicely.
Hudson Valley starting up high in their press, too. You can see.
First touch for Zenge. The Green in possession. They love to work the ball side to side. The Green have been in great goal-scoring form over the last couple of matches. The last 5, they have scored 20 total goals. 4 goals a match, that's easy math. The first 9 matches of the year, they scored 18.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Gabe
I
Fernandez.
think he's on. Yeah, he's on.
Flag stays down, crosses it, Zenge the back heel.
Oh.
Hall is there to pick up the scraps. Leaves it for Rui.
That's another great ball.
Jagby gets his head on it, and it's over the bar of Kieran Dalton. First threat for the Green.
Yeah. And so far, we've got a really open match, but look at this. Look at the technique on that. And then it just dies just enough for him, so he doesn't have to completely sprint. He can slow down a little bit and try to get it across. He does a good job getting it across away from the keeper into the box. I'm curious if Zenge thought somebody was right behind him that was going to actually smash that in instead of just taking it himself.
Dalton in net, making his 8th start of the year. From Pearl River, New York, a New York Red Bulls product in net. Was the starter for Rutgers in the fall. He's 6'2". He's allowed 9 goals in 7 matches started.
Good win from Parrish.
DePonzio brings it down. Now this is a combo. He's got Bonsu, the 2 youngsters connecting. Laborde-Luce the tackle. It's picked up by DePretta. And DePonzio.
Ooh.
A hip check from Zenge, and the foul is spotted.
Well, I think he pointed to Bordelus. Bordelus had stuck his foot in, but the player was actually fine. I don't think that was a foul. But
Fabio Cardoso is our referee. Damian Jarrett and Michelle Began, the assistants. Elvis Jandrick, our 4th official. Set piece on the edge of the attacking third for DePonzio to take it. Another Rutgers product. Herseg stays put to the back post. It's in the back of the net, but a foul. Foul spotted. Rui Aoki down on the edge of the 6.
And really lucky. Sorry, who was the player that actually got on the end of that? Because,
I'm not sure.
Well, he was waving. They clearly he wanted the ball, and they actually fed it directly onto it. Yeah, he had been pointing exactly where he wanted it, and sure enough, it was put right there. Oh, that's a little bit of a warning sign.
Hall trying to turn. That's Alejo Caceres, the left backer, rips it from him. DePonzio back for Caceres. Again, defensive work for Rui. This is driven in low towards Zylanka. Plays it with his hand. A handball against the striker. Hudson Valley very up for this in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting in very dangerous positions here. Good balls into the box, finding blue shirts.
They've scored 24 goals in 13 matches. Tatavine brings it down off the Ajagby header. He's found Zenge in room.
Nah, just got stuck under him.
A rare misstep from Zenge. He wanted a foul. DePonzio gives it away to Fernandez. Evans the press on Ndie. He will force Herseg to play it quickly. It's going to fall for Bonsu. No, it won't. Labordalou saw to that. Nicely done to settle it.
Yeah, good decision from Ajagby there. It was getting a little hectic. Hudson Valley are starting to smell a little bit of blood. And that's kind of the mix-up you see with Vermont is sometimes you'll see them go long over top. And that's once that, and if it comes off, basically, it's like if it gets to Ajagby's feet or if it gets to maybe Hall's feet and they start getting into those areas, then all of a sudden that back four starts to sit 10 feet deeper a little bit, anticipating it, which opens up a little bit more space in the middle of the field. And then all of a sudden Bordelus is on the ball with more time on the ball. Parrish is on the ball with more time on the ball because they can start to play a little bit more in the middle.
A slip from Ndie, but he's able to recover. Yeah, I'm with you. Curious to see how the Greens settle in. Chris Taylor said in that pre-match interview, we really didn't play our style against Western Mass, and that's my fault. I want to get back to playing our brand of soccer tonight. So that's something he was really iterating to me, is that he wants to play his up-tempo, high-flowing style of soccer. Ndie forcing the Green up the pitch. Parrish has stayed back between the center backs. And now Labordalus, the midfield maestro. Couple of runners, Zenge and Ajagby. Good claim there from Dalton. There's that ball over the top you're talking about.
Exactly. That's going to start playing into that back four's mind, especially those two center backs. If that continues on and it starts becoming more and more dangerous, they stop pressing necessarily as high as they might have.
Parrish works it through traffic. The center backs will have a big job tonight for the visitors. Trustin Lehman Karp, again, a youngster with the veteran Sebastian Rojek. This is Lehman Karp. Zenge the press. It'll be a goal kick. Here's Rojek. He's the captain. Has played a lot of matches in the midfield this year as well. They really were starting Lehman Karp along with Liam Evans often as the center back duo, but when the playoffs rolled around, Rojek has moved farther back along the back four.
Maybe somebody with a little bit more ability on the ball.
Totally possible.
Just being able to play out of the back a little bit better.
Liam Evans, the one who he's come in for there, is a star at Southern New Hampshire. He just won the NE10 Defensive Player of the Year honors. So not a slouch that Rojek is stepping in there for in the starting spot, but yeah, definitely could be if he has those midfield skills. He's also got good size and leadership wearing the captain's armbands.
Yeah, if you check enough boxes, I think it's fine.
There's some of that work that Brandon Parrish does so well. Quick feet from Fernandez. And Labordalus opens it up to Marshall. Good to see Rui back at Virtue Field. He had his first start on Friday since June 4th. Had that international trip with the Vermont Catamount team that he's joining in the fall. And also missed a bit of time due to injury. But Rui at right back. A different look than what we saw earlier in the year, Matt. That'll be interesting to monitor. He was mostly at center back to start the year.
I think he's got the skill to play it.
Fernandez, meanwhile, making a roaming run down the left. Physical play allowed to continue. That's Alex Wyant, who plays it wide. Evans, the early
Keeper's gonna need to
ball.
come out for this.
Seg does come and play it, but the flag is gone. Zylanka was beyond the back four. Our first look at the playoffs with Julian Labordalouse involved. Particularly, I'm always excited to watch him when I come to the park, Matt, but tonight especially, how does he get his fingerprints on this match? Labordalouse. There he is rolling it into a Jagby. Strong challenge there. Jagby too strong for DePretta.
I think he's just a victim of just being bigger and stronger, but no, back to your question about Bordalouse. I think as the match goes on, he just naturally starts to put his fingertips on it. If he's out of the game for like 5 minutes, he's the type of player that's going to look for spaces to get on the ball, and it could be so uncharacteristic or seem a little bit wild. You can see him almost maybe in like down in near the corner in like our defensive half, something like that, just to get on the ball and to actually like start to provide a little bit more. Like he will not just sit still on an island in the middle of the field if he's getting marked out.
A key piece. He leads the team with 5 assists. That's his header that goes wide towards a Canbo, but pumped forward quickly by Rui. It's in the direction of a Jagby. Working alongside Tatavine up top for the green. Tatavine after his first start since May on Friday back in the 11.
Got to win that haul.
Rojek got there first. Parrish back forward. Caceres the left back. There's Hall on the ball.
Good feet.
There's some of his skill.
Yeah, he's getting a little tangled up there. I'm surprised that wasn't a hold, but.
And Evans brought down by Parrish.
That's a good foul, though. Stop the play. And you can hear, manager Chris Taylor saying, get this ball moving. He wants it a little bit quicker, raise it up 5%, raise it up 10%, get that ball zipping.
Zange at the spear of the green press. Caceres. Nice ball for a Cambo. He's got room to turn and advance. He's got Francis Bonsu, but the layoff was behind DePonzio.
Ooh.
Labordalouse ready to break.
That might be, that's the first yellow.
It goes to Vincent Acanbo. It is his 4th yellow card of the summer. Well, there's an instant impact from Labordalouse, just a touch by him, and instead of allowing the break, Acanbo, I don't know if he really tried to drag him down, but he certainly caught a bit of him.
I think it was interpreted, in my opinion, a little bit cynical, is kind of the word I'm thinking.
Well said. Hall with pressure on him. Parrish and Rui gives it away at Canbo. Now Zylanka picks it up. Rui's on his shoulder, and the referee's giving a free kick in a dangerous spot. Nicholas Zylanka wins the set piece. He was shoulder to shoulder with Rui.
Yeah, and the wind actually a little bit at their back too. I think it's I don't have a compass, so I don't really know which way, but it's going towards the goal.
It's been a tight whistle so far. In disparity to the prior game today, a very physical affair between FC Motown and Western Massachusetts.
Yeah, I was only able to catch that first half, but from what I had seen, it was, at the very minimum, it was very energetic.
They were letting them play.
Yeah.
It is Zylanka to set it down. 13 career goals for UMass. The 23-year-old graduated after his final year in the fall of 2023. Again, his 8 goals lead the team. He scored once on Tuesday. The green set 5 in the wall, organized by the 6'6" German in net Nicholas Hersek.
This is perfect distance, Brian, too. Just enough to get over the wall, keep a lot of pace on the ball.
Zylonka drives it over the crossbar.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Yeah, it was a good effort. Yeah, he's upset with himself on that. He wanted to get that obviously a little bit lower, but he backed himself for that. He definitely tried.
Bonsu skipping away from Zenge. The energetic youngster sprays it wide for Caceres. Again, it's the striker Zylonka to hold the play up. This time sandwiched with Rui and Marshall. Green throw. Just not quite the normal rhythm from the Green so far, playing 15 to 20 minutes.
No, a little bit of edge to the Hammers. They've been getting into the final third like this often.
DePonzio the turn, the shot, and Herseg has his first save. It's a comfortable one for him. That's really the third shot from a dangerous area that Hudson Valley's been able to generate.
That's a great ball from Fernandez.
Into the feet of Zenge. Fernandez has continued his run.
Oh.
He's able to win it for Tatavine, who's wrestling for it, along with DePreta. The Frenchman Arnaud Tatavine playing with it. Tried to find Labordelus, his countryman, but intercepted and cleared by Evans. Jagby couldn't keep it, and now the Green dangerous. Caught with numbers forward, but the ball from Bonsu was off the mark. It works out for Herseg.
Yeah, it's a poor ball. You can hear their manager actually saying be brave because he had a 1v1 situation and he wanted him actually probably to go against Ndie there, which if he doesn't know Ndie, that actually might not be the right option.
Again, Fernandez making a run down this left side. It works out for Labordelus. He corkscrews it in Hall's direction, but didn't quite get that delivery right. And Labordelus a little frustrated with his miscue.
Yeah, it's just been a couple, a little bit off, but we're only 20 minutes in.
This time it's Rui who goes over the top and wins the foul. Canbo saying his feet were planted, but the referee says you just used your body to get into Rui.
The old Harry Kane butt bump. I don't know if it was actually that bad.
Of all the things for Harry Kane to be known for.
The butt bump. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I was just making comment on that poor guy that's as great of a player as he is. That's where his name comes up in our broadcasts. I imagine Harry's over watching right now from Germany or England, wherever he happens to be.
Yeah, with a giant stein.
He's hoping you would be comparing him to the work of Arnaud Tatavine's hold-up play. And here you are saying he's just known for the butt bump.
The butt bump, Harry Kane. Not all the goals.
He scored a few in his day. Well, the fans down on the pitch, Matt, it adds a different element here. Just a little crowded looking over on the far side. Still plenty of space for the players.
I like it. It's almost like basketball, or it's like some of the old stadiums you see, like maybe if you watch the Premier League and you see like one of the older, smaller teams getting promoted, they have the fans right up on the pitch, right next to the line.
Well, we've really appreciated the fans on the lawn behind the net. They're not the Green Mountain Boys back there. I guess they're the Green Hill Boys who sit behind the goal.
I thought you were about to say the Green Hillbillies, but
no,
you saved it.
The boys.
Those are not hillbillies.
Well, you never know.
I was actually just noticing Motown's team now is parked over there next to the flag. I'm curious if they're going to get a little chirpy depending on which team they want to win, they want to face.
Free kick won by Tatavine. Well, Motown has only seen Hudson Valley once this year, Matt. Hudson Valley is the only team to take points off Motown all year. They started the season with a 0-0 draw. Since then, including today's win, FC Motown have won 12 in a row. So they are a team in form. Hudson Valley in their division, the only team to get a draw against them. And they're getting their first look at the Green tonight. First chance for Julian Labordelus off a set piece. Rui and D.A., Ajagbi and Marshall, all targets here. Both teams with major size.
Yeah, and D.A.'s got a nose for goal.
In his direction, and it just skips through, and D.A. and Marshall.
I thought he was going to on it.
It was a good delivery from Labordalus.
It was a great delivery.
Both teams looking threatening off a set piece.
It's on a knife's edge. I was thinking it for the last 5 minutes, and it's just like there's just a very slight balance.
Just enough of a nudge from Alex Wyant to set D.A. off. Hall pushes it forward. Here's Arno Tatavine showing his strength. And now David Ajagbi's on the run. Rojek shoulder to shoulder with him. And it's a corner out off of the Hammer captain.
It was the right decision because I don't really see Ajagbi use his left foot for shots, and he was getting closed down for it. And so he tried to take it with the outside of his foot because he saw Zenge darting in. It was the right decision.
He's right foot dominant, Matt. I will say that left-footed curly he scored with. Corner,
that's right.
That was a left-footed
this
strike.
This is why you're the professional.
How could you forget that one of all the goals?
There's just been so many.
There have been. The Jagby's up to 3 on the year with 4 assists. The Green will play this short. Zenge and Labordalus in the two-man game. Labordalus trying to return it to him, and it's well defended. Kyle Evans.
Hall read that really well. He sniffed out the danger.
Hall and Fernandez, the two Washington Huskies, undersized but lightning fast. The recovery for Vermont.
Would you say they're as fast as a Husky?
I wouldn't.
All right, I'm done with the dad jokes.
Necessarily.
For a little while, for like another 15 minutes.
With a soccer ball, they're faster than a Husky.
Sure.
Got that for sure. The last 5 or so minutes, though, Matt, the Green have been a bit more in control of this.
Yeah, it started to settle a little bit.
Labordalus allowed to carry the ball a long ways here. To Preda, can't get it away from Zenge. Zenge towards Ajagbi. Hall was also there. Ajagbi again, right into the arms of Dalton, his first save.
I don't think Ajagbi knew that Hall was coming in. Hall may have not given him a shout to leave it, but Hall was running across, and he had all the velocity to just hammer that with his head.
Ajagbi now taking up space on the right. He and Hall have flipped sides for a moment, just worth a note. Layman Karp. Dalton drives it into the green ends. Uncontested header, Fernandez. Labordalus. The tackle from Fernandez. Zylonka and Marshall both go up for the header. Parrish knocked aside by Akanbo.
He's not going to call it.
Akanbo gets it onto his right, rears back. Musa and D.A. makes the block. It is a corner.
Hearts and mouth, too, because I thought that was a good strike. That was going to be low and in the bottom of on the inside of the post, it looked like. And not that I don't back Herseg, but, yeah, here. I could be wrong.
Still,
but it was I thought it was absolutely going to be on frame.
I do, too. I think that will go as a shot. It is the second shot on target for Hudson Valley. Herseg has picked up one save. It's an important block from India. Deep corner to the back posts. It was in the vicinity of Wyant. Not dealt with completely cleanly. Eventually Hall muscles it clear.
And yeah, as you and I were both saying earlier, it's on a knife's edge. Both teams have had good opportunities, dangerous opportunities to get in the lead.
Evans dives in on the challenge. Fernandez able to sidestep him. And D.A. back on the ball. A lot of the Green attack so far down this left side with Fernandez.
I think he's just been outstanding, too. I think he's just consistently putting in, 8 out of 10s.
Great flick here from Zenge. It's into the path of Ajagbi. Leaves it behind him for a moment. David Ajagby drives it into the back post. That's Hall who brings it down softly. Alex Hall to the touch line. This reaches Ajagby at the far post. Was trying to leave it for Rui. That's good defensive work from Akanbo.
But you see, like, they don't snatch at shots the green side. You know, they actually look to, like, pick the lock for, like, the perfect opportunity. Sometimes you're screaming, just have a shot from there, but I do applaud that they actually look to play like this really, really high-quality brand of soccer.
It's become a staple of this team. Again, they've been in outstanding goal-scoring form. In their last 5 matches where they've scored at least 2 goals in every match, scoring an average of 4. Highlighted by Zenge's form.
And wow, almost 30 minutes have just flown by. It's been a great match so far.
Maybe a bit cagey. Both teams generating probably about 2 chances each. A save each for both keepers. Now here's Zenge. Alex Hall. Again, Fernandez returns it to Hall. Hall in tight spaces. Still, Hall continues his run. Eventually, it runs away from him. Hudson Valley getting numbers back. Some time for Ndie and Labordeluz. Everything through Gabe Fernandez at the moment. Good ball in Tatavine. It takes a deflection.
Still alive.
Eventually clocked away by DePonzio. Good ball from Fernandez. And Parrish too much on his slinger in Alex Hall's vicinity. Missed that cross from Fernandez.
Yeah, it's a great ball. It's a good little flick, too, from Tatavine. If that gets through, that's tough.
It was in the vicinity of that far post. The strength from Zenge, the touch of Tatavine. Parrish. Arno Tatavine invites traffic. Well worked to Rui Aoki. Early ball across. Rojak angles it for the corner.
And all of a sudden, in this last couple minutes here, Vermont are turning it up. They're now looking like the dangerous side, getting chances, moving the ball just a little bit quicker. And I feel like I've seen that so many times this season where it's just on a knife's edge, you know, for almost 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 0-0, or, you know, maybe it's 1-1. Like, I don't even know if it's ever been, like, necessarily 1-1 other than, like, Western Mass. But you get my point. Because they turn it up as the game goes on.
The Labordeluz delivery into a dangerous spot. Another green corner. It's off the center back, Rojak's head. Well, to your point, Matt, the Green have scored first in 12 of their 14 matches. One of those matches was Friday against Western Massachusetts, where they did not score first, trailing 2-0. The other match where they failed to score first ended 0-0. So for the most part, they've been the team to take the lead this summer. To counter that, Hudson Valley, 8 first-half goals, they've allowed 5. They've been much more potent in the second half, the Hammers. Labordeluz on target in the end. It's Dalton who catches it cleanly. Oh boy, this could be dangerous now. Bonsu against Fernandez, but Fernandez calmly back for Herseg. Barely enough on it for Parrish. Parrish does well. Give it away to Wyant, though. Zenge brought down right in front of the fans. It will be green ball, and Wyant helps him to his feet. Well, Wyant's one of the guys who plays in the SUNYAC. And I was talking to Chris Taylor before the match, Matt. He said, I was kind of happy we got Hudson Valley because they've got a lot of New York boys. I coach for Plattsburgh State collegiately. I've recruited a lot of these kids.
He's got the inside scoop.
Zenge tried to find Tatavine. He said it was kind of a blast from the past in some ways watching their film.
I love that.
Jagdi was able to find Rui. Again, there's Wyant over there, and Rui gives up the goal kick. Just waiting for the first real moment of this match. Hudson Valley did put the ball in the back of the net once. It was an Alex Wyant finish off of a set piece, but a foul was spotted by the official on the delivery from Hudson Valley. So that was brought back. There's also been one booking to this point. Again, just a bit awkward for Herseg to handle, and this time he goes with the authoritative clearance.
Well, I thought that was, risky from Fernandez to volley pass back to Herseg so close. But he has a lot of trust in his goalkeeper.
Labordalus brought to ground again, and DePonzio's shown a yellow now.
And that's going to be potentially a big deal moving on as the game goes on. We're only 33 minutes in, but now he's sitting on a yellow, so he's got to be mindful of that when he tries to commit to a challenge.
The Rutgers Scarlet Knight. There you're getting a look at Colin Hodge. He was saying that's his first foul.
Sometimes if it's good enough, it only needs to be one.
Caught a big piece of Labordalus. Well, that's part of the impact Labordalus does bring when talking of scouting. I'm sure that Hudson Valley watched a lot of green film. They know what Labordalus can do. They know they have to keep a body on him.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to be looking at a couple key players, it's going to be like Ajagbe, Bordalus, Zenge.
Tatavine eventually runs out of room, but it's won back by Ajagbe. This time Labordalus knocked off it. Good work from DePonzio. And Marshall just gets the touch right. Zylonka was making a good run.
And there's just
perfect work.
Yeah, Marshall just, that play right there encapsulates his performances throughout this season. Very calm, doesn't look like he's overly hectic about anything.
Has never been hurried. He and Ndie have formed a reliable partnership.
Well, it starts at the back, too. You hear it when you watch any of, the highest level pros. It starts with the goalkeeper. If you have a lot of belief in your goalkeeper and they exude confidence, then that starts to exude into, your back line. Your back line's a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more confident. They pass you the ball a lot more often. All of a sudden, you've actually got, you could play them into the possession a little bit.
Play continues. Ajagbe leaves it for Rui. Saved from Dalton. Ajagbe, a strong challenge along the wing, set it up for the Japanese right back. And Rui on his left foot looking for his first goal in the green. Dalton makes his best save yet.
Crucial save from Dalton, too. Yeah, just snatched that a little bit. It was just bobbling, and he was kind of falling over. But still, the keeper did a great job there.
There's that David Ajagbe signature strength. Again, Rui Aoki looking to deliver one. Tatavine was the only target man. And it runs away from Francis Bonsu. Bonsu, the winger, has been dangerous when he's gotten on the ball. He's clearly got some real athleticism and pace up this right side. Hall 1-2s with Labordalus. Flipping it towards Zenge. Rozek, a comfortable header. And Wyant's back into the midfield where Parrish reels it in. Rui.
Good turn.
That's David Ajagbe starting to come to life.
Well, I think they like that matchup now with him actually going on the right side.
What do you think they'd be looking for in that matchup to make that switch?
Well, I think they're just, first and foremost, the size difference from there. Not that it's kind of the same thing that it was on this left side, but I think they want him to have that right foot, and possibly you're starting to see him feed it almost more and more. Instead of having to cut in on his preferred foot and then curl in across, he can just whip it a lot quicker, and then it kind of curls out a little bit somewhere around, outside of the 6-yard box.
Herseg happy to keep it moving. DA searching for options. His pass intercepted. DePonzio off the giveaway. Zylonka, the pass behind Evans. Rui comes over and covers. Strong challenge against Akanbo. And Labordelou's perfectly weighted. David Ajagby's on the run. Ajagby inside the penalty area. It's a goal kick.
He thought there was a touch, but I think that's actually the correct call.
Alejo Caceres right there with David Ajagby. That was well defended by the Hammer left back.
But are you starting to kind of notice now how wide, like open, that center of the field starts to look? Because Vermont are not afraid to actually play very direct. Yes, they love to possess the ball. Yes, they love to connect 20, 30 passes up to an attempt on goal from it if they can. But they are not too proud to send a long ball, and especially on those quick counters.
Does that feel like a newer development to you as the season's gone on?
Well, no, because remember, I did talk to you about how I caught myself kind of like, I was a little incorrect when I would say that they were very possession-heavy based team.
Yeah, I
think what I had kind of been misinterpreting or like embellishing on was that they like to actually like calm things down out of the back and possess it, kind of almost a pendulum, and start to look for openings and let the midfielders pull players into like, you know, creating open space for like that second run, that third run. But I think they like to mix it up. They can play both ways.
That's for sure. They've had 15 different goal scorers on the year. Pretty good press. Zylonka forces the miscue from Ndie. The Green in the playoffs for the second consecutive year. They have twice won in the round of 32. Back in 2022, a win on the road at Lions Bridge. Fernandez called for the foul as he upends Bonsu. And last year, the Green beat Reading United in the play-in, and then the Long Island Rough Riders in the opening round of the playoffs. Some blood on the arm of Alex Wyant, and so he's being ushered to the sideline where Vermont Green athletic training staff, led by Hannah Tremmel, will clean him up.
Good old turf burn. Gotta love it.
That will sting to clean. DePretta.
That's a really good pace on that ball. That's a good delivery.
For the moment, Hudson Valley a man down as Alex Wyant continues to get the blood cleaned. Looks like he's got some on his knee as well as his elbow.
Ooh, big tackle there.
That's the signature of Rui Aoki. But now this is where Hudson Valley could be hurt down a man. They're playing with 10 momentarily. The Green looking to play direct. Fernandez off the chest of Zengue. Evans gets back. Good work from the youngster Kyle Evans.
Yeah, the ball just needed to settle down. It was just in the air too long.
Zylonka.
Ooh.
Labordelou's threw a big challenge in there.
He's lucky he didn't connect.
Wyant's back on the pitch, 11v11 once more, as we've played over 40 minutes of the opening half. So far, 3 Vermont Green shots on target, 2 for Hudson Valley. Best chance for Vermont going the way of their right back, Rui Aoki. Now Fernandez is called for the foul as he goes over the top of Evans, but it's a hard fall for Fernandez.
Well, it's interesting that the ref calls that one like in the Hammer's favor when he didn't earlier. I can't remember. I think maybe it was Hall that had gone over. But again, it was a player that wasn't jumping up but stood his ground. Just interesting.
You could see Evans on that one. He had his feet planted.
Yeah, he was ready to settle it.
I think he actually won the ball as part of why that one went his way as well. Earlier, it was Rui who I think went tumbling over.
Okay.
I think he won the ball in the air. Might have been part of that decision. Trustin Lemon Karp to Kieran Dalton. Evans gets the flick, and DA tries to punch one forward. It's off his teammate Labordaloose. Zylonka, stubborn against Ndie. It's a Hudson Valley throw-in.
It's a good little battle between them. It's been a couple times now.
Couple of veterans of this level. Zylonka, a longtime member of Hudson Valley. Ndie, the all-time leader in appearances in a green uniform. Wyant puts this into a good spot. Vincent DeCanbo. He's looking for Evans over the top of Fernandez. Strong defending from Fernandez. He's got his collegiate teammate Hall taken away by Bonsu. DePonzio.
Let that go. No.
Rui got it away.
It's hard not to let that thought creep in your head that this is really that time of matches when so many goals happen right around the last 5 minutes of a half, last 15 minutes of a 90.
Tatavine chasing. It's off of Lemon Karp. The Green have a throw in. Hall is exploring, taking it quickly. He does take it quickly. Tatavine flashes to it. Jagby, he's been quiet the last few minutes, had a real surge for a stretch there where he was the dominant force. Parrish. Labordaloose has drawn a foul, and this isn't a good spot for the Green.
This is another great spot, similar to the one that the Hammers had earlier. This is the right distance for a shot here.
Foul committed by Wyant, and this is Jordan Labordaloose in his office.
Yep.
Has not scored yet for the Green this summer. There's another look at the foul with Wyant lunging in.
Sorry, to go back what you're saying, it's wild. He doesn't have a goal to his name.
How close has he come, though, on
he has,
a handful of tries? Kieran Dalton in net, the 6'2" man from New York. Career collegiately, a 66% save percentage. He's made 3 saves so far. This is the spotlight on Julian Labordaloose. As the clock turns to 45, Labordaloose.
Oh.
A wicked deflection, and it's over the bar, out for a corner.
Yeah, that was the right height, too.
1 minute added on to the opening 45. And Labordaloose taking his time, headed to the corner flag. The Green have gotten more and more dangerous offset pieces as this season has gone. Musa Ndie with those 3 goals. You highlighted him earlier. The standout target.
I feel like this season he's really come to life in the box.
Labordaloose in a Jagby's direction. This falls for Parrish. Takes a glance to the back post, and it was a teasing ball. Rozak gets his head to it. Tatavine was right there. Neat little clip there from Parrish.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought he was going to actually have a shot, and it's like, well, I'm just going to put it in a really dangerous area, and maybe it'll curl in, but no, that's definitely a cross.
Almost worked out for Arnaud Tatavine. This time to the near post, Labordaloose. It's actually played on the ground by Tatavine. Returns it wide. Again, Tatavine takes the touch. Now he turns. Tatavine dancing. Tatavine shoots. Big save from Dalton. Strong hands.
And Dalton, I mean, right now, just putting in a man-of-the-match performance for this half for the Hammers.
5 saves and counting. That thing was scorching.
Crucial saves, too.
We've played over the required 1 minute of extra time.
Take another look at this just real quick. Oh, yeah, just hammers it. It is kind of right at him, but, I mean, still.
And that Labordaloose delivery to the near post easily cleared away. 45 minutes in, Matt. Nothing to separate Hudson Valley and Vermont.
No, absolutely, and I'll say it once again until somebody tells me to stop, but it has been on a knife's edge, and I think there's been ebbs and flows to basically you're seeing the Hammers have like a period of possession, look really dangerous, get into really dangerous areas. Vermont kind of penned back a bit, and then it switches over, and then you see Vermont take it, and it's going back and forth, back and forth. It's a really, really great match. This is absolutely quality playoff soccer.
No score in the round of 32. Vermont Green, one of 3 teams still unbeaten. It is win or go home for both the Green and Hudson Valley, looking for a huge first-round upset. We've got 45 minutes still to play. You're not going to want to go anywhere. Second half action when we return.
You could say it's just a game. You could say it's just a drink. After all, when people come together to be stewards of the earth, what could be more just?
We're an environmentally conscious family, so going solar just made a lot of sense. We worked with Green Mountain Solar, and the process was really easy.
You want to minimize your carbon footprint, and when I see at 6 months that we've saved 3 tons of CO2 release into the atmosphere, it's certainly 3 tons less that we have to worry about. Powering our home with solar gives us a sense of common good that we're doing our part to make this planet a better place to live.
Twin State Basements is here with waterproofing and foundation repair services, providing lifelong repairs to your basement and foundation. Transform your basement from this to this. A clean working basement, certified, bonded, and insured. Twin State Basement Services has the expertise to address various basement and foundation issues, from sump pump installations to crawl space repairs and foundation replacement. Twin State Basements guarantees a dry, safe, and healthy basement. So if you've got leaks, don't wait. Call Twin State.
You could say it's just a game. You could say it's just a drink. After all, when people come together to be stewards of the earth, what could be more just?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Are you thinking about quitting smoking, vaping, or oral nicotine pouches? We're here to help. At 802 Quits, we know you have a lot going on in life, but when you quit, you'll have one less thing to worry about. We offer free, personalized quit plans. When you enroll, you'll receive up to 8 weeks of free patches, gum or lozenges to help curb cravings, and 5 free coaching sessions with a quit coach to guide your journey. Text START to 300-500.
You could say it's just a game. You could say it's just a drink. After all, when people come together to be stewards of the earth, What could be more just? You could say it's just a game. You could say it's just a drink. After all, when people come together to be stewards of the earth, what could be more just?
Don't like sharing your pint? Then share the new Scoopapalooza.
Progress by doing the things you love.
If you can farm, fight food deserts. If you can surf, surf for racial justice. Like to read? Start a banned book club. Protest with an ice cream cone or project new meaning on an outdated statue. Get in a costume, but try not to get arrested. You have the tools for doing good, and the greatest tool is your own unique flavor. Ben & Jerry's.
Make some mother truckin' shake.
Who brought the sauce?
I brought the sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce.
What's in the sauce?
I am the sauce.
Who brought the sauce?
I brought the sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I got the sauce.
What's in the sauce?
Human nature is a master at making a big mess. Thankfully, nature is powerful enough to save us from ourselves. 7th Generation Safer Choice Certified Dish Formula helps remove stuck-on food with one unstoppable pack. That's the power of 7th Generation. Human nature's ability to contain itself is questionable. Thankfully, nature is powerful enough to save us from ourselves. Seventh Generation's bio-based detergent goes deep to help break apart and wash away tough stains. That's the power of Seventh Generation.
You could say it's just a game. You could say it's just a dream. After all, when people come together to be stewards of the earth, what could be more just?
In front of a sellout crowd, the round of 32 action between Vermont Green and Hudson Valley remains scoreless. 45 minutes still to play. If we remain tied, Matt, then we will see even more added on with the potential of penalties looming. There is so much at stake tonight, but assess the first 45 minutes for me again, because there were chances both ways. In some cases, Vermont statistically looks really good, but I don't think they dominated that first half by any fashion.
No, I mean, if we could see the statistics, I'd say it was probably like, I don't know, 60-40, 50-50 really. Like, just call it 50-50 in possession. I thought they both had kind of equal amount of chances. Maybe Vermont had a couple more if you're getting really into the weeds of it, but I thought that both have looked dangerous at times, and I think we're probably going to see a little bit more of that, especially in the beginning. I anticipate they both are going to be absolutely going for each other's throats.
The Green have made a change at the half. I have not spotted or heard of any that would come for Hudson Valley. Eskil Yarda, the Norwegian central midfielder, towering over 6 feet tall in the center of the park, has come on for Brandon Parrish. Play allowed to continue here. It's a strong move from a Jagby. Now Tatavine trying to clip it in his vicinity. Zenge comes over, and he's wrestled it back for Tatavine. And the Green pushing immediately. Rui Aoki on the overlap. Hall couldn't release him. But there's Yarda's first action. He plays it back for India.
Yeah, and we were talking off air. You know, we thought it was actually a pretty intelligent substitution because whilst Parrish does a really good job of chasing down the ball, winning possession back, recycling it, I think Yarda adds that degree of physicality to really win the midfield and, like, adds, obviously, the height to it. So I think that's key. If you can win the midfield battles more often, you can start to really, really twist the screw on this match.
Francesco DiPanzio linking up with Kyle Evans. And now Alejo Caceres, the left back, stretching forward. Evans, a neat touch on the edge of the penalty area. Marshall's on his heels. Played back towards the shot.
Oh,
in the corner.
my Lord.
It's a great goal from Nicholas Zylonka. The 9th of the year. Hudson Valley takes the lead.
And just absolutely kind of out of nowhere, just what a dagger. And it's an absolutely fantastic goal, Brian. I mean, got to give so much credit to him.
Right out of the half, Hudson Valley quiet the packed stands.
Well, that's game on, you know, for like, let's take another look at this. It's a beautiful goal.
No chance for Hersek.
Yeah, there's nothing really Hersek can do about that. He would have had to have taken liberties and actually stepped that way even further, way ahead of time. No, it's a great goal. But, you know, game on now, you know, because when it's 0-0, you're both kind of like feeling it out a little bit still. Like you almost don't want to overcommit too much just because you don't want to leave yourself too exposed in the back. But now you're down 1. You gotta go and attack. And so that's just going to have to amplify it.
Just the second time all year the Green have trailed against the Hudson Valley team that had a couple of huge results against the top teams in the Metro Division. They have taken the lead on the road after already beating Ocean City in a road match to start their playoff run. Advantage played after it ricocheted off the hand of Hall. And so the Green again on their heels. It was a first half goal against Western Massachusetts given away here. Kyle Evans takes it himself. Might have deflected, but it's a save for Hersek. Hersek frustrated with his team right now.
Well, he wanted a quick out there. You could see it. He was looking for an option just to quickly recycle the ball back into play, but didn't see enough movement, didn't see an option.
Some emotion from the big German. Tatavine looking to hold it up, fouls.
But he's lucky that it's actually called as a foul. You know, it's like, that's a little bit frustrating. It's like, get the ball moving, get the ball moving.
Gabe Fernandez. Zenge, and now a bit of bite about the Green movement. Tatavine tiptoeing. Intercepted on the attempted pass for Zenge. Rojak heads it forward. DiPanzio looking to spray it into the path of Bonsu. Well, it's the first time the Green have trailed at home, Matt, this year. These outstanding fans so often have been providing a sellout, and they've been delighted by their team's display. Some nerves now for the crowd as well.
It's a really good test for everyone involved.
Hall has found a nice little space. Good recovery from McCanbo and the pass errant of Rui. Well, Matt, we saw Hall and Ajagby flip their position midway through the first half. So Hall was down the left, Ajagby down the right. They flipped back now. Ajagby back in the match where he started up the left side, and Hall back to his right-hand position.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the taxes are. Maybe it will just start that way, and then you'll see him kind of float back out to the right.
Oh, that ball was out of bounds. Zenge, the quick throw-in. He was looking for Tatavine. Alert, Trustin Lehman Karp.
I was so focused looking the other way, I thought that was out of bounds.
The Green were allowed to take it extremely quickly. Hall, a good touch.
Ooh.
And he sidesteps another man, cuts it back. Ajagby down in the middle.
He's going to call it. He's
Penalty.
going to call it.
David Ajagby's won a penalty.
And it's only a yellow I'm seeing him pull out, though, but...
Joseph DePreta is being waved over.
Well, I'm curious. I mean, listen, I don't want to see necessarily players get sent off, especially if it's not an egregious kind of violent
I think
foul.
I agree with yellow here.
Okay.
Would be my assessment. Look at the replay now. Alex Hall creates it.
Yeah, let's take another look. Yeah, it's a yellow. I mean,
it's a firm yellow.
A lot of people would scream for a red because it's in the box for it, but I agree.
I think he tried to play the ball, but just Ajagby so well positioned. Arno Tatavine has immediately claimed the ball.
What an explosive start to this second half.
A goal inside the first 3 minutes from the striker of Hudson Valley, Nicholas Zylonka. Tatavine has not taken a penalty this year for the Green. Alex Hall and Tyler Trimnell have combined to go 3 for 3. It is Tatavine's turn.
Big stadium pulse. Oh, and then you can hear the stadium just get so quiet, Brian. I don't know why I'm whispering. I don't want him to hear me.
Has gone into golf mode. Kieran Dalton standing strong in net so far. A Green penalty to tie it. Tatavine got it! 1-1!
Good finish. Good finish. With authority. And listen to that crowd now, Brian.
They are rocking at Virtue. The response the Green were desperate for.
No feeling sorry for yourself that you gave up an early goal. Stuck to their guns. Created the chance. Drew the foul.
Oh, it's Hall and Ajagby that set this up, and Tatavine, credit to Dalton, he goes the right way. But Tatavine, just enough height on it, clearing the keeper.
And I know that it was a punch for punch in that first half, but I'm really curious now to see how they both respond. Now that they're leveled up again, you're right back to even.
Oh, this game
Are you both going to be brave and go for it? Really, really go for it.
Come alive.
Playoffs, baby.
The winner faces FC Motown on Sunday. The Green looking for their second consecutive year with a trip to the Sweet 16. The round of 16 officially in the USL2 playoffs. Hudson Valley after their first trip ever. Both teams have never lost in the opening round of the playoffs. Both young in their history. Both exactly 4 years old. A delightful display of storylines tonight. Wyants after the giveaway, back for Rojek. Zenge chasing the play. You can hear the crowd rise with him. Dalton sweeps it. There's Eskel Yarda showing some of the physicality.
Even though he didn't quite win it, that's just literally throws everyone off.
He just looks bigger than everybody else out there.
He's freaking huge. Dude.
That is a beast. Marshall over Zenge's head. Ajagby was late to make the run. Zapretta plays it back to Dalton. There's Yarda again.
Yeah. I got a feeling he's going to be absolutely pivotal in this second half, Yarda.
The Drake Bulldog was the Missouri Valley Conference co-midfielder of the year. Eskil Yarda has missed some time recently, did not start against he did start, I should say, against Western Massachusetts on Friday.
Yellow. Yeah.
Labordaloose will be going in the book. It's his third yellow card of the year, a team high. But he brought down the dangerous Kyle Evans, who picked up the assist on the goal to Zylonka. He's a creative force in his own right at the heart of things for Hudson Valley.
Yeah, he's been solid in that first half and starting into this second half, obviously.
Joey DePreta, one of 2 Hudson Valley Hammers to start every match this year, has played all over the pitch. Today he's getting the start at right back. Has also played in the midfield and on the wing.
It's not a terrible position to kind of get a curling, a dink.
Remember, they put one in the back of the net earlier from a similar spot.
Yeah.
It was waved back on a foul. There's the dink. And DA lets it ride. Goal kick. Was that a purposeful?
I can't tell. I want to say he attempted and he didn't just let that go, because I would be terrified to let that go behind me. When you see those players darting from that corner of the 18, they're starting high and picking up all that speed to attack the ball.
We'll be homers and say it was brave of him.
Yeah, brave.
Hall at the creative heartbeat of the green first goal. He drives it in early this time. Tataveen's on it! Arno Tataveen!
Oh my gosh!
He's on a break!
Oh my gosh!
Arno Tataveen! 2 goals inside of 5 minutes! The Green have stormed in front.
I can't believe what I've seen. I thought that it was actually a poor cross in, because I didn't think it had enough pace for it. It was a little low, and I thought the keeper honestly could have come out for it. But then Tataveen just sneaks into my vision, gets a little poke. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Was it kind of like an errant touch in the beginning on the first one, and then it looks like it goes through the keeper on the actual finish.
It's a sneak attack. The Frenchman out of nowhere.
Let's take another look at this.
Alex Hall will get the assist.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Hall. He gets it in, but I'm not trying to be mean. I just didn't think it was an amazing cross, and that's what just made it come out of absolutely nowhere.
Well, Arno Tataveen, a routine finish on the penalty. This was a goal out of his hunger. And the Green have a lead. What an opening 12 minutes to this second half.
Well, I remember we were talking, and it was seemed almost like brain dead dumb, but I was like, just get the ball in the box a little earlier. That's what Hall did.
Fernandez almost on target. Well, Alex Hall has been at the heart of both of the Green goals, Matt. He's the one who set up a Jagby to win the earlier penalty. And this time he gets the assist. It is Alex Hall's second assist of the year.
Well, it was like we were saying in the, before the kickoff of the first half, is having him starting higher up on the right side, getting that creativity, in more dangerous areas more often.
It is worth noting as well that in the Miracle at Lusitano last week, everyone's going to remember the Owen O'Malley goal. Alex Hall, the one who provided the pass to him.
Take another look, one more. Yeah, gets a touch. Okay, so he
touch.
gets a prep touch.
Outside of his foot.
Wow, that's class from Tataveen.
On a night where it feels like he's maybe struggled to find his footing, he explodes like a microwave.
With a spoon? With a spoon in it?
Maybe the bag of popcorn is what I was going for inside the microwave.
Okay.
No, the spoon would make the microwave explode, though. You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the Green have turned Virtue Field into an oven. How do Hudson Valley respond now? Because they were the ones on the road, score a stunning goal. They had the Green on their heels.
Well, there was a couple moments earlier.
Oh, Hall is
you
free.
Can't say anything.
Tataveen. He's onside. Tataveen.
That's going to be called.
It's another penalty. Arno Tataveen skipping over Kieran Dalton.
We literally can't even talk about anything because the attacks just keep coming in waves and waves and waves. And that's fine.
Protests from the Hammers. On this challenge, Matt, you were quick to say that's going to be called. Now you're getting a look at the replay. What made you see that?
Well, I thought because of, I want to just make sure I'm correct. It's the height there that he had. I mean, I guess.
So Hudson Valley would say that there was not a ton of contact here.
The thing is he doesn't touch the ball at all. Is what's the decision that makes it for the ref. If he gets a little fingertip, that's totally obviously different. But he gets nothing on it. And even though maybe Tadavin could jump over it, that's not really Tadavin's job or responsibility to hop over the goalkeeper if he goes to ground and commits the challenge.
There's no debating now. For the second time inside, 10 minutes, Arno Tadavin has placed the ball on the penalty spot. He has scored twice. This for a playoff hat trick. Oh, yeah! Arno Tadavin writing himself into the green. Legendary moments.
And in the infamous words of Ray Hudson, cool as a cucumber. Cooler than a polar bear's backside.
Cooler than the underside of the pillow.
Let's take another look at this.
He sends him the wrong way.
I love that it's different, too. This one he doesn't hammer. This one he just places perfectly. Sends the keeper the wrong way.
It is almost a carbon copy of Vermont's round 1 win a year ago against Long Island. On that day, the final score, 3-1. On that day, the starting striker, Jacob Leibovitz, scored a hat trick.
And now, it's kind of a tough proposition. I anticipate Green are going to still go for it. They're going to want to fourth that real big insurance goal just to really bury the game. Because, if Hudson answered back with a goal and it's 3-2, that's a completely different energy to the entire match.
Hudson Valley now having played an hour. They've allowed 3 goals in about a 10-minute span. There's the frustration from the Hammers.
But I haven't seen Green in this entire season. Well, granted, we haven't really had an opportunity to because the scoreline hasn't really reflected like that. But them kind of sit back when they have like a 2-goal lead, and then kind of just play like a more typical counterattacking. But it'll be interesting to see, do they kind of play a little bit more insurance in their defensive half instead of sending, these waves of attackers forward?
The Green have already made one change. Here goes a Jagby again. The Greens feel like there are goals to be had. A Jagby. He wants in on the party. Had the hit. Good block there along the wing by Wyant. Green have a throw. It's a 15-minute stretch for the Green that has turned Arno Tadavin into one of the club legends.
We got a good cross coming in here. Oh!
Looking for Alex Hall. Back heel.
Great flick.
Rui, the save from Dalton, the clearance from Wyants. A good stop from Dalton, leading to a bit of a break.
But it seems like every single time Green are getting in the box, they're getting a really dangerous attempt on goal. And they're starting to feel it.
Yeah, David Ajagby, I'd say, is feeling it. The little back heel from Hall, the turns from Ajagby. Something sparked this Green team, and it might have been the Hudson Valley goal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think
one.
Since that goal, you didn't really know exactly what to expect because we haven't necessarily seen the Green be in this situation, especially with such intensity that it being the playoffs. All of that riding on it. Sometimes you could be forgiven that you go into a little bit of a shell because you don't want to give up a second one by sending too much forward and getting a little bit too risky. There's a lot of bravery right now in this performance.
The throw-in goes into the feet of Tadavin. Well, the Green have some moments in their playoff history. There's no doubt. You think of Sam McCann, that 2022 season.
Right.
becoming a legend. Labordelus, how about that? Tatavine, does he have a fourth? Good block made on the edge of the area. Wyant again in the way. We have McCann in 2022. You think of Yaniv Bazzini with that play-in round win against Reading United when he scored in the 89th minute. Last year, Leibovitz with the hat trick in the playoffs, Matt. Arno Tatavine now amongst that group of true green scoring legends.
Yeah, adding his name to the books.
Unfortunately, he's down on the ground right now.
Oh, I hope that's not whatever injury that he was kind of carrying a little bit. He's
holding
that knee. But there is somebody on the bench that was recently added to this, Max Kissel.
Maximilian Kissel, the golden goal game-winning scorer for the Vermont Catamounts in the national title game.
And I don't know, the way that Tatavine's walking right now, maybe he's just kind of lulling them in a little bit. I'm injured. Don't bother marking me.
Kissel, Ask Ekelund is another attacker that the Green could call on that's available on the bench. It all happened so quickly.
It's just an absolute whirlwind. I'm still trying to remember all three of them.
Kind of going through them in your minds. Oh, Hall has just been a delight this half.
He really has.
The Jagby. Tatavine receives and the flag stays down. There were appeals for offside.
Oh, neat little touch there from Bordelus.
He's toying with it.
Oh,
Julian Labordelus.
Oh, get out of here. Oh.
That was some brilliance.
There's that physicality from Yarda. There's no call. And Hudson Valley now in these last 10 minutes or so, they're just really struggling to get out of their defensive half. And here we go.
You've got your changes, Matt, and one of them was a direct request. Owen O'Malley, first and foremost, the goal scorer of the game tire against Western Massachusetts, now titled The Miracle at Lusitano, but that is Maximilian Kissel. One of the best first names going, Maximilian. Scored 9 goals for Vermont, 11 goals for the Catamounts this year.
I think the crowd is honestly just cheering both of it. They're obviously cheering their hero right now, Tatavine, but also having Max Kissel and O'Malley coming on. They're joyous.
And Labordelus immediately gets O'Malley a touch. Zenges want to throw deep inside the attacking third. Throw and taking quickly. Evans pops it out to Vincent Akanbo. It's been a while since Hudson Valley had some joy going forward. Akanbo forced back to Wyant.
And look at Zengi's running right now. Getting close to the 70th minute, just constantly, just like a terrier, just harassing.
To Preto's pass, intercepted.
Run.
It was Fernandez who finds Hall. Hall, another of the slippery runners. Advantage played. Owen O'Malley. The crossovers. The layoff. Hall.
Oh!
Dalton gets a piece. It's a corner. What a save.
And what more can we say about Hall? I mean, in this second half, he has just been lights out. Absolutely all the credit to Tatavine for putting away the goals, getting the goals themselves, but Hall has been such a massive difference maker in this second half.
Nearly tucked it under the crossbar. 3 unanswered goals for the Green.
And I don't think it's going to stop at this scoreline. I can't necessarily tell you exactly who's going to get the next, but feels like Green are going to put in a fourth.
Julian Labordaloose presiding. Oh, it was right near Yarda, and DA was there as well. Put on a platter by Labordaloose. It leaks through for the goal kick.
Good little turn, but
Evans has been a delight.
wow.
Rui
wow.
won it cleanly. And
Or
Hall
Rui,
picks it
sorry.
up. Zenge to O'Malley. O'Malley in room. O'Malley
What a
outside
ball.
of the football. Maximilian Kissel, his first touches the green striker, just loses out.
Man,
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
Hall. Oh, he's a man possessed right now.
Yeah, this is a great ball again.
Kissel's pass cut out for a corner. The Green are slinging it right now.
And they are just absolutely knocking for a fourth right now.
There's the tackle from Rui. And the outside of the foot pass coming up here from O'Malley. Thread the needle, man.
And I think we got to give a lot of credit to Rui, too, because this isn't necessarily like, quote unquote, his preferred position, and he's done a really good job.
The Green short on right backs. Rui, a center back by trade, playing wide to the right these days. A deep one from Labordaloose. Yarda.
It's going to stay in play.
An audacious thought. Julian Labordaloose takes his space. Kissel is looking for the run of Rui. To your point, Matt, on... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just look where Hall is.
Well,
tracking back.
I was about to say, Hall had been playing right back. Rui, being able to play there, has moved him up the pitch where he's clearly at home.
Well, that's what, I was saying in the beginning was just like it's going to be interesting to see like actually those attacking skills a little bit starting higher up on the field more often. But like just I love the work rate, him tracking all the way back.
There's another angling run inside from Hall. Fernandez is all of a sudden popped up with O'Malley. The overlap. Fernandez delivers.
Just listen to the crowd. Make it the same sound. Ooh.
You are a man of the crowd.
I'm a man of the people, Brian.
You've got your finger on the pulse, though, of the Vermont Green fan. That's always been the case. Good burst there. Bonsu. Great run. Bonsu blocked by Ndia. Pulled in Zylonka.
This can be a little bit of that danger. You're getting really confident. You're getting chance after chance after chance, but you can't switch off in the back.
Zylonka dancing side to side. Herseg.
Good hands.
Not looking for the quick outlet this time. Less than 20 minutes remaining in the 90.
No, eat it up a little. You're not chasing, trying to get level or increase your lead necessarily. Eat it up a little.
You see another change being prepared for the Green. This is Ryan Zelafro.
Curious who it's for. Might be Zenge?
Oh, it's Labordaloose.
Labordaloose, okay.
So the Green with a 2-goal lead, knowing that they've got a relatively quick turnaround Sunday, perhaps. Ryan Zelafro, the youngster from Pennsylvania, joins Eskil Yarda in the center of the park.
Yeah, it's such a quick turnaround. I actually completely, surprisingly, forgot about that. If they win, they got to play on Sunday, and that just leaves such a short amount of recovery time.
Rui tried to launch one, and Zelafro called for a foul. His first action of the match, a convo taken down. This is DePonzio looking to serve it. The big boys go forward for Hudson Valley. They've got to take advantage of every one of these chances now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Herseg with the call.
Good.
Plucks it off the head of Wyants.
Good goalkeeping there. He could have sat a little bit deeper and not actually gone for that or tried to punch it. Nope.
Zenge called for a foul there as he had almost broken a 2-on-1 for him and Kissel. The distribution from Herseg once again excellent. Well, that's Nick Herseg at his best, just rising over the pack. Strong hands, and then that rocket launcher of a right leg.
Yeah.
He saw a number advantage, and in his mind, I'm going to try to take advantage of that, even with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I like a keeper that doesn't necessarily just do it all the time, but like when he sees it, go for it.
He likes going for it, I think it's safe to say.
Right.
Taponzio tight-roping the far side, and Zapreta goes to ground. It's a green throw-in, though. Zelafro. Rui. Oh,
he sold it too. You know, you saw what I saw, right?
I did.
He sold that he was going to pass it actually out wide to Zelafro. Oh,
Zelafro, I'm not sure if he was going for the goal there. It was a corkscrewing ball driven.
I think he wanted to drive that, almost like shot, kind of drive that to that Zengi run that was coming in.
Dalton, a good ball up the right-hand side. And DA defensive work. It's out off of Nicholas Zylonka. Well, he scored the game's first goal and could make a real argument, gets the pick of the bunch. The Zylonka finish into the upper corner.
Yeah, I think they're totally different, but Tasavine's
second.
Yeah, the second goal was
penalties.
Pretty insane.
Well, right now, the Green just feeding Alex Hall. He's got the hot hand. His cross towards Kissel. Yard is called for a bit of a push.
It's just killing the attack. Even just like getting that foul call just kills the attack, kills any like counterattack that Hudson can put together.
Taponzio, the early delivery. Fernandez. Dangerous header back. Zylonka forces a save from Herseg. A reactionary stop from the big German. Now Evans setting it up on his right.
I know that Fernandez has a lot of confidence in his goalkeeper, but
was asking a lot of him this time. There was a foul committed back in the play by Bonsu, and he's being shown a yellow card. Here's the save from Herseg first.
Yeah, I mean, it just sat up awkwardly that he couldn't put enough pace on like the header back to his goalkeeper. Hearts and mouth moment.
Zylonka playing almost the Jacob Leibovitz role there. He was ready to pounce.
Right place, right time.
Well, he's a proven goal scorer. 8 goals on the year. Has been a Hudson Valley striker for a while. Scored 6 goals with 10 assists in his senior year at UMass. He was a big part of the UMass Minutemen run along with Alec Hughes, forming a great 1-2 punch in the forward spot.
Good win.
And DA has had his hands full with Zylonka tonight, but that was a good victory for the Green center back.
And when you get to this stage, it's just going to get harder and harder.
O'Malley gets it back from Yarda. O'Malley is feeling himself, dancing, twisting, and turning. Still O'Malley. Directly to Dalton, but he put a big series of dribble moves on there.
Really brilliant job there from Rui. That's a tough one. That 1v1 50-50s coming at you full steam. Got to get it right.
This is going to work out for Taponzio. Yarda's coming over to cover. Taponzio on the twist and turn. Fernandez gets that one wrong. Bonsu cutting it back, and DA just gets a piece of it. Bonsu was almost able to avoid the last line of defense.
It's getting a little sketchy right now. We're just going to be coming up on the 80th minute. If Hudson put one away here and we're sitting at 3-2, It's going to be a long, long finish to the match.
Not done and dusted. It's a great turn from Bonsu. Musa and DA, the last line for Vermont. A change now for the visitors. This is Steven Arias, making his 13th appearance of the year. The rising sophomore at LaSalle. He scored 1 goal there this year. He comes into the game for Vincent Tacanbo. Yarda surrounded. O'Malley, a big challenge. He's won the ball, and it's pinged by Zelafro into the feet of Yarda. Now Zenge lets it run. Hall with Rui overlapping. Alex Hall twisting and turning. Hall goes from distance himself. Kissel thought it took a deflection.
He deserves to have a pop,
No doubt.
Of his own, He created that.
He's created just about everything.
Yes, he has.
Looks like his day might have come to a close, though.
And I've been waiting to see this player, Abby. I will completely admit I have not seen from him, but I have heard nothing but great things from all the coaching staff.
A very talented player, Ian Abbey, making his green debut. The 5'8" attacking midfielders from Elmer, New Jersey, Philadelphia Union Academy player. Started at Rutgers, scored 8 goals over 3 years. Now he's headed to Providence in the fall. He'll be teammates there with Brandon Marshall. So Abbey will operate down the right. And Diego Rivette has entered the game as well. Zelafro will move forward where Zenge was operating. So Zenge now the number 10. Rivette and Yardi, you want to talk a big physical duo in the middle.
Zenge's out, though.
Zenge is out.
Yeah.
I'm saying Zelafro's in his spot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, gotcha.
Here's a look at Ian Abbey. Marshall wants to set Abbey up.
Wow, great use of the body.
He's done well against Caceres. Kissel trying to twist and turn. Maximilian Kissel with Rojek. Just getting his slide challenge right, but Kissel's won it back. Relentless work from Kissel. Wide now to O'Malley. The signature step over, and it runs away from him.
And you could hear the coach for Hudson asking his team to squeeze, trying to get all of them to come around into a full team press, but there's some tired legs out there, and it's tough for everyone to move as a unit, in sync with one another to really close off all those passing lanes and win the ball back together.
Given away by Rivette this time. Zalonka forced wide by Rui. DePonzio looks to sling it. It's off the back of Arias, and Zelafro lassos it in. Oh, and O'Malley was looking for the nutmeg, and he loses it. Arias, Evans, Bonsu. Still time, perhaps, for Hudson Valley if they can get one soon. After what happened a week ago down at Western Massachusetts, you never know with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, no. I mean, literally, all it takes is give a team 4 minutes, and they could probably do something. Not probably. They can possibly do something.
Oh,
like
swing.
right now.
Fernandez stabbing at it. Hersey goes over, and he makes the stop. It's a corner. Just a bit shaky in spots for the green at the back. Diego Rodriguez about to enter the picture for Hudson Valley. The former Bryant Bulldog, a 23-year-old from Puerto Rico. He comes in for Alex Wyant.
I thought Alex Wyant actually was one of their standout players throughout the match.
And swinging cross. Rui gets his head to it. Zelafro. Rui gets it out of trouble.
No nonsense.
The Jake Ashford way.
Ah, what a name.
Anytime
what a name drop.
You say no nonsense, I think immediately of Jake Ashford.
Captain Consistent.
The Rolls Royce.
The Rolls Royce, that's right.
Long throw coming here for Hudson Valley. Rivette away at the near post. Arias collects. Look at the numbers behind the ball right now.
So many bodies. He was thinking about the shot, and all he saw was just a forest of green.
Headed across.
Oh,
he caught it well, Zylonka. It's a goal kick.
Like he asked for the corner. Like, no, after that, that's not a corner, but.
There is definitely something to him.
You got to imagine for the Green fans, it's just probably, granted they want, to see their team get another goal, but when you're up 3-1 in the playoffs and you just want to progress, time just crawls.
They're thinking about that same Western Mass comeback that I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you are as well. The way Vermont Green snatched a point from the jaws of defeat exactly 1 week ago, well after the clock had ticked to 90. The Green trying to avoid a similar fate. A 3-1 lead. The winner plays here at Virtue Field on Sunday against FC Motown. If it's the Green, it's a matchup of two of the top 10 teams in the country according to the USL2 Power Rankings.
Oh, I think he's offside. Yeah.
Sure enough, Kissel's off. If Hudson Valley were to find a miraculous comeback, it would be an in-division matchup of Metropolitan Division opponents. But for now, it looks like the Green will be the ones to take on FC Motown. They are also only 2 of 3 teams remaining still unbeaten, the Green and Motown. So something will have to give Sunday if that is the matchup. The Green trying to close it out tonight. Arno Tatavin's hat trick that happens in all about a 15-minute span.
Just I don't like to talk about results when the match is still going on for it, but just some really special moments throughout the season, and that O'Malley goal being such a big one. Zenge and O'Malley's goal, 95th, 98th minute, but then Tadavin getting a hat trick in the playoffs in the span of 10 minutes.
Given away here, it's a Maximilian Kissel. Kissel around the keeper. No, it saves. That was almost a repeat of his goal in the national title game, dragging it onto his left foot. Recovery from Rivette. Well, Maximilian Kissel popping up in a dangerous spot. Ian Zelafro works to win it back.
You can see his reaction. He wanted that so bad. He's just coming into the team. He wants to contribute. He wants to be a part of it. What better way than to add that last insurance goal? It's a cynical push.
Advantage played. The referee pointed forward for the Green to keep it. Well, Kissel this year was the primary backup to Yaniv Bazzini. He only started 4 games for the Catamounts, but 11 goals in 24 matches, basically as a substitute, who never played more than 45 minutes a night. That is quite the return of goals. So Kissel's got that.
The Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of college ball.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he was doing. It was a special type of run.
That's a great ball. That's dangerous. Oh,
it works out in the end for Herseg. The run from the midfield from Diego Rodriguez was a good one.
And he doesn't have any time to be upset about it. He's got to get back, but really should have gotten something on that. That was perfect.
Again, Herseg gets some major power to it.
Good ball.
Kissel can really motor now.
Yeah.
Dangerous for the Green. Kissel goes to the end line, cuts it back. Kissel tries to stab it along.
That, to me, is a foul.
It looked like it could have been a penalty.
That's a penalty. Took him down. And I can only imagine the reaction from Vermont Green's coaching staff if Hudson Valley were to get a goal here.
We'll take a look at that replay, I'm sure, on the Kissel takedown if we get a chance. But for now, Kyle Evans dueling with Rui Aoki. Here it is, Matt.
Yeah, let's take another look at this. I was pretty certain.
It's this right here. 7 coming in from behind
taking
Rojek.
Down his left foot. I mean, he's reaching for it, and he kind of looks like he's going down a little bit, but his left foot is under the body.
Yeah. Long throw in, though, being prepared for Hudson Valley. We've nearly played 90 minutes.
Nice touch from Zelafro there. Oh, and is he going to get to this? Yes, he is.
Owen O'Malley is running with Kissel. O'Malley going himself for now. Drags it back. Still O'Malley. Lays it off. Oh, Zelafro, neat move.
What
Zelafro,
a goal!
He's put it away! Ryan Zelafro, time to celebrate in Burlington!
Pop the champagne for this round, folks.
We'll see you on Sunday.
And I thought it was going away because I saw Max's run, and I thought O'Malley just did a little too much, got a little too cute with it. But then Zelafro just making a full field sprint to join in the overlapping run, and O'Malley, credit to him for having the vision and awareness then, feeds it to him, and what a nice finish.
It was Zelafro initially who brought it to ground.
And this is where I kind of thought it was going to die. And then Zelafro just keeps the run going. Whoop! Nice little touch over the ball, just curls it over the bottom of his foot, and then just slots it home. Match. And look at that crowd. I mean, it's just, it never ceases to amaze me.
Joseph Cressy comes on in the final stages now for Hudson Valley.
I know it's been said before, but UVM has got to find the funding to put another stand, because between UVM and Green, we could fill it. There are fans that can't make it tonight that want to be here.
It's become a problem. A great statement was put out by the club owners and co-founders. Go to the Vermont Green website if you're curious about what they're doing to improve just stadium appeal, performance. Free header there for Rojek, and he sprays it wide. But it was an open letter to the fans just talking about what the green feel they can do better to improve everybody's game day appearance and game day appeal. Save from Herseg. He'll flop on it. A shot from the center back, Layman Carr. But I can tell you fans out there, they're working on it. They're working to get better. They're trying to find creative ways to improve this experience for everybody. But man, it is hard to believe the support here tonight and really all season. It's the largest crowd of the year tonight, but not by much. There have been some other really monstrous displays from this Vermont Green faithful.
You know, on that topic of expansion, or, you know, the possibility of expansion for it, is that, and we've touched on this so many different times about what Vermont Green is actually like, basically unearthed, that we all sort of kind of knew was there, is that there's like, this is a hotbed of soccer. Like, it's everyone loves it here, but we just didn't really have the venue. And then this club comes around and then exposes it and says, look how many fans, look how much there's a need and a want for this.
Owen O'Malley's going to have a go!
It's almost a carbon copy of the goal against Western Mass.
That's his signature move. The step over into the outside of the foot, right foot touch, and then a laces strike. What changed in this second half, Matt?
I think there's just a little bit more intent. Oh.
Given away here. It is Nicholas Zylonka. Zylonka! Musa and D.A. Mr. Brick Wall, the Moose Man.
Put a big wizard hat on him and a beard, and you shall not pass. That one was kind of lame.
No, I liked it.
All right.
But this second half display from the Green, because they came out of the gates in Nicholas Zylonka with a beautiful goal, gives Hudson Valley the lead. From there, though, it was a Green takeover.
Well, honestly, I'll have to rewatch that second half later on and really see if this is correct, but it feels this way. I'm going to go on a limb and say it feels this way, is that Tatavine in that first half, I felt like I found him more in the midfield check-in and Zenge was higher up. And then in this instance, I felt like he was in the box more often. Every time I'm about to look away.
Flag does go. Go ahead, though.
No, but I felt like Tatavine kind of was actually in the box a little bit more often, and I felt like they actually got the ball in the box earlier, quicker. That the pace of the attack just was a little bit quicker, a little bit more intensity. I think they also had to raise the intensity when they were down a goal. But then Hall was really such a difference maker in this second half.
I think Tatavine's the man of the match, but the way Alex Hall played.
But yeah, it's just
pretty special.
Absolutely.
I believe the word was 8 minutes of time to be added here. So still work to do for the Green.
8 minutes.
That was the number that was shown to me from down below.
Where did 8 minutes come from?
Maximilian Kissel's going on a run. He's dragged backwards by Joseph Cressy, and it is a yellow card. There's that hard work of Kissel. Kind of his.
He was going to get there, too.
Yeah.
He had him.
Lightning fast and a relentless chaser of the ball.
Fresh legs, too.
Stubborn.
Tired legs. He's going to get there.
Part of what made him so good this fall is Bazzini's alternate option.
Right.
Bazzini's out there for a half hour, and then Kissel would come in for 15 minutes at the end of a half, and Bazzini's tired everybody out, and he would just run.
Well, the thing about Bazzini, too, is that Bazzini, it's not just physically getting tired throughout a match. You get mentally tired throughout a match. Your brain starts to go. Your thought process slows a little bit. It gets fatigued. And so when you got to deal with Bazzini and all of his, intricate little movements and his intelligent movement, then all of a sudden you add the pace of Max Kissel. It's come on, man.
Different element. The German has proven to be pretty special here at Virtue Field. There's Eskil Yarda. Six minutes of stoppage, I'm being told we were at it, not 8, so I saw that wrong.
And we're already past it, we're hearing, so the whistle should be blowing any moment.
Yarda again into the stands. He has come in and played his role to perfection.
Yeah, I think he's been an absolutely brilliant addition to this, a change, in this second half.
Bonsu into the feet of Arias. Pushed wide to Caceres. Caceres serves. There goes Herseg out of the net. A big collision of bodies. It's going to be a goal kick. Herseg went for that, and the net was gaping.
That's game.
Final action. 4-1 the final. The Green advance to the round of 16 for a matchup of two Eastern Conference Titans. FC Motown awaits.
And, what a match, Brian. But, again, saying, going back to a little bit something that we hadn't necessarily seen, Green coming from behind. Western Mass, that type of result, getting those two, almost last-minute goals in 95th and 98th, that doesn't happen often. And you can't bank on that happening, every time you go down a goal or two goals. But then seeing, them go down a goal, they were never down on themselves about it. You didn't feel sorry for themselves. They didn't get frustrated. You didn't see players, kind of giving a little negative feedback to each other about an errant pass. They just stuck to the guns. They focused, and then they applied themselves in it. They raised their intensity, and they were rewarded for it.
Look at that picture of the Green Mountain Boys. Virtue Field scenes. It is Vermont's first ever round of 32 victory here at home. The Green now 3-0 in the round of 32 all time, Matt. They will be looking to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Championship round on Sunday. But we've got to continue to wrap up tonight's display. The Green come from back, down by a goal. Nicholas Herseg, a few big second half stoppages. But it's Arno Tatavine's night. He's got to be the man of the match, correct?
Yeah, you can't take that away from somebody that scores a hat trick in the playoffs, the first round of playoffs. But, again, we need to highlight Hall's performance in that second half especially. Paul was just absolutely lights out. I think everyone else, solid 7 out of 10s. You name it. Like, everyone performed really well tonight.
Here come the kids. It's an atmosphere unlike anything else I've seen.
Careful with them, kids. Sorry.
Across USL 2.
They got a match on Sunday. Nobody tackle anybody.
I'm already looking forward to Sunday, dude.
I know. It's going to be hard to go to sleep thinking about it.
Ryan Zelafro's goal, the 4th of the day. Owen O'Malley notched that assist. And the Green handle Hudson Valley in the opening round of the playoffs.
Motown, they got to be seeing this result, that second half performance from Green.
They are mobbing Arnaud Tatavine, the Vermont Maple man of the match, headed to chug some syrup. A special night in front of a special fan base.
And I'm so happy for him because, he was dealing with that injury for, almost 5 weeks, 4 weeks? So something roughly like that. And we didn't really know, it was kind of kept under wraps a little bit about what the extent of it was and when he was going to come back. And I get that. You don't necessarily, got to show your cards about, when is he supposed to come back. And he could have come back cold, could have taken him a while.
Down goes the syrup. Great shot by our man.
That's strong.
It is a Friday night party.
Yeah, I got a feeling tonight the Church Street faithful it's going to be packed. And I got a feeling there's going to be a couple house parties tonight. Not a lot of sleep to be had for these fans.
The boys will be preparing for Sunday, but this Vermont Green side and the Vermont Green fans are in full voice. I could watch this all night, but Matt, we've got to go. Any final thoughts from this one?
Oh, final thoughts. Put me on the spot here.
With Sunday on the horizon as well, knowing that it's a matchup against another top team in the league, credit to Hudson Valley tonight. They came to play. Then a Green tidal wave just poured in and kind of put them underwater for good. But it's Vermont Green who come away with a 4-1 win tonight. FC Motown matchup Sunday. What's it going to take as the Green try to make some history? They've never made it past the round of 16.
Well, I think, honestly, after watching that first half for Motown, and then seeing, I thought that they brought a lot of intensity in that first half. I thought they were absolutely willing runners. I think they were very physical. I think it was a little bit hectic from it, and I think Green will see that. And they, this match was very similar in that first half, especially when it was very even. It was back and forth, and Green stayed patient. They were mature on the ball. They kind of weighed their options a little bit. They tried to pick the lock a little bit here and there in that first half. And then when they went a goal down, again, they did not panic. They applied themselves. They stuck to their guns, and they answered.
3 goals worthy of some maple syrup down the hatch. Arnaud Tatavine will walk away the newest of a group of Vermont playoff legends. And the Green win it 4-1 over Hudson Valley. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. For our excellent production crew, Matt Montel, I'm Brian McLaughlin. We will talk to you Sunday. It is the round of 16 from Virtue Field. See you then, guys. Evans, a neat touch on the edge of the penalty area. Marshall's on his heels. Played back towards the shot in the corner. It's a great goal from Nicholas Zylonka. The 9th of the year. Hudson Valley takes the lead.
And just absolutely kind of out of nowhere. Just what? I don't want him to hear me.
Has gone into golf mode. Kieran Dalton standing strong in net so far. A Green penalty to tie it. Tatavine got it! 1-1! Hall at the creative heartbeat of the Green first goal. He drives it in early this time. Tatavine's on it! Arnaud Tatavine!
Oh my gosh!
He's on a break!
Oh my gosh!
Arnaud Tatavine! 2 goals inside of 5 minutes!
I can't believe what I've seen. I thought that it was actually a poor cross in because I didn't think it had enough pace for it. It was a little low, and I thought the keeper honestly could have come out for it. But then Tatavine just sneaks into my vision. gets a little poke. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
All on the penalty spot. He has scored twice. This for a playoff hat trick. Oh yeah! Arno Tatavine writing himself into the green. Legendary moments. Lays it off. Oh, Zelafro, neat move.
What a goal!
He's put it away! Ryan Zelafro, time to celebrate in Burlington!
Pop the champagne for this round, folks.
We love each other, and we love this city, and we love this club. It's everything.
I just make sure that my voice is good to go because probably only got a half to use it.
We used to tell people in the supporter section, go hard or don't be here, right?
Lots of chanting, lots of loudness.
It's electric. It's loud. It's exciting.
195 days they waited. This was a glorious victory at home.